thing about psi processing is that um, you're using all the energy of your body available to you as one energy. And there could be other energies out there, and I'm sure there are people who know different names for different energies out there to study under different philosophies or ancient history. But this is Psi Chi, and Psi Chi is a lot like with Tai Chi, but Psi Chi incorporates your body, mind, and your spirit. And that's the one of the main reasons we call it Psi Chi. And what we try to do, or what I try to do in the science of metapsychics, is give you basic commands and basic activities that your mind does because it's easier for you to do. Your mind assimilates it better, and they are closer to spiritual activities. And the main difference between spiritual activities and activities of the body and activities of the mind is that spiritual activities are permanent. Things you do with the mind are not permanent. The things you do with the body are not permanent. They can't be. No matter what you do with your body, it's going to grow old, it's going to mature, and eventually it's going to vanish. But in the meantime, um, you do want to take care of it the best you can, right? Okay, like people used to tell me, I smoke cigarettes because, I don't care, you're going to die of something. And that's true. But, you also should look at it this way. You're going to die, but that doesn't mean you want to play in the middle of the freeway. Okay, you have to use common sense. Okay, this exercise is really easy. And one of the basic things you're doing with your lungs, with your mind, okay, so with your inner self, and with your mind, even though it's not automatic, you would never think about it, that you're pushing and pulling. And that's what you do. Like, I think, where you pushing the air out, you're pulling the air in. And that's your basic movement. Now, the way to make this fun, like magic, is that you want to incorporate your supermind. And then when you push out, you want to tell yourself you're pushing away any negative, anything that's giving you problems. Now, here's the secret to this. A lot of things that give you problems are not negative things, but positive things. So if you push out the positive and bring the negative, what's going to happen is it's going to enlighten you to what is really your problem and what you really need to work on. And so that's how come a lot of positive thinking fails, because positive thinking is not going to help you if you're a slave mind, which is nothing more than your unconscious, subconscious, um, telling you the opposite. And your positive thinking is going to make things a lot more negative. So what we're doing is also a type of psychic clearing. And this is easy, and you don't have to believe it. It helps. I mean, believing it means you're putting your power into it. Whenever you use that word faith, you should think about you're putting your faith into something. You're putting your faith into this guy to do this. You're putting your faith into this guy to do that. The best place to put your faith is into yourself to do something because you know best what you need to do. And so, we're going to track you. All right. So if you want to push, actually, you can do both like this: pull, push, pull, push, pull. Another thing is when you pull back, use your whole upper body. Make those shoulder blades come back here, and you're really going to get a lot better benefit, believe me, for your physical. Okay, so we're pushing, pull, pushing, pull. Of course, you want to inhale, exhale, or is it? Yep. Uh, exhale, inhale. Right, so you're pushing out. You want to push in. So yeah. I have dyslexia, so that's why this happens. I'm also left-handed, so that really stirs the pot up, buddy. All right, so Yeah, I, I do this a lot, so I really have a rhythm with it, and that rhythm feels good. It's like you're dancing with your favorite girlfriend or your wife that you love. So you're pushing out and you're pulling in, right? So you can make this very interesting. Like you're twisting something. 'Cause I'll tell you another thing. Here's something else about spirituality you need to know. You need to get the mindset in spirituality that you have everything you need. You have it now. It may not be materialized physically yet, but that's the whole point. That's the kind of faith they talk about in the Bible. You know, I have evidence of things I don't see. Well, there's really no evidence. The evidence is you're letting yourself be happy and comfortable without having it, without trying to strive for it, because you have it spiritually. And when it needs to manifest to you physically, it will do that if you don't put so much energy into thinking that you're the one who's making this manifest. That's the whole point. You're not making that this manifest. All you are doing is allowing the manifestation to happen within your location. And so we want to push, push, push out. Mm, I didn't feel that. Push. Okay, actually, push. Mm, 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 mm. This is one of my longer videos. I don't like long videos. There's too much stuff on there. I want to pop in next day almost instantly. So once they start talking, a bunch of stuff I already heard so many times before, I just go on to the next video. But you got the gist of this, right? Now you can be creative with this, and you can do. If you do this every day for 30 days, let your mind be creative and think of different things you can do with it. I guarantee you, well, no, I can't guarantee you're going to feel better. You know why? Because if you don't make up your mind to feel better, I don't give a fuck what anyone does. You're not going to feel better. Right, okay? So let's see what happens when you try it, though. But it does work. I've been doing it, believe me. Um, I have much reason to cry as you do, but I don't because this helps me, like, feel better. It's more concentration on what's good in my life instead of what's bad, right? Oh, I thought that thing cut off. Okay, try it and leave me some comments. Really, whether how it worked for you or didn't work for you. I can't say it's gonna work for everybody. Everybody's not the same. Thank goodness. Okay, bye.